Today I will show you how to take a black and white image from Google, open it in SCAL5, and make it into a layered SVG that you can use in Cricut Design Space. I've decided to use this image, so you right click over the image, click Save Image As, and then save it in your Pictures folder and name it what you want. And I've already saved it, so there it is. Okay, so I will open my SCAL5, go to Trace, choose an image, make sure I'm in the Pictures folder, and then I will go down to my image. So double click. I can use this slide bar to increase or decrease the contrast. I usually leave it at 127, but depending on the detail of the image, I may increase it up to like 170, 175. I'll do it at 133. And if you wanted to, you could crop the part of the image that you want to use. Of course, in this instance, I'm going to use this whole image, but maybe I found an image that had 4 different crosses or something, 4 different hearts, and I just wanted to use one of them. Then I would select Edit Mode, Crop, and then I could crop. So I will select OK. So there's my image. So what I'll do is click the image so it's highlighted, right click and select Break Apart. So now what it's done is it's broken apart each individual section. So you can see there's one section, there's another section, there's the teeth, the tongue, the bottom teeth, Okay, so I'll grab the back layer, which is the black, and move it over. Then I can select to change the color of each additional part. So I will make this part orange, so I selected it. I'll go to the color palette, click on the black, and change it to orange. And I'll do the same thing for each part. So I will make that a different color. Now, for the teeth, if you want to keep them in the same area, you can click on the top part, hold your Shift key, click on the bottom part, right click, go up to Path, Union, and so now the teeth is actually just one image. It's welded together. So then you can go to your color palette, click the black, and select it to be white. The tongue, click it, and make it red. This is part of the orange, so I'll just click it to highlight it, select my dropper, and then click the orange, and it's now the same color orange. Go back to your select tool. Now for this black piece right here, it's actually supposed to be black from the background of the image. So if you don't want to cut it out, you can just leave it black, and it'll, when you transfer it over to Cricut Design Space, it will read it as an additional black part. But you can click it to highlight it, hold your Shift key, click the orange part of the head, and then you will right click, go to path, and you will select back minus front, because what you're wanting to do is keep your back image but remove the shape that you see in the front, which is the black piece. So you will select back minus front, and it removed it. Okay, now you can select the black part, which is actually supposed to be white. It's kind of small there. You can actually increase the size of your page, or you can just highlight over that one section, which is the eyes, and right click, path, and union. So now they're actually just one image. They're welded together. So with it still highlighted, you'll go to your color palette, click the black, make it white, and click OK. So now if you take the black part of the image and you move it back over, you can now see your full colored image. So now you can highlight over the whole thing that way by dragging your mouse around it, or you can right click, select all. So now it's all selected. Then you will right click again and group it. Go to File, Export, make sure it's saved in SVG. You can name it what you want. In this case, I will name it Orange Cat. Save. Make sure that the box is checked for Design Space compatible. Click OK. Now go to your Cricut Design Space, upload image, browse. Make sure you're in your pictures folder. Scroll down to your file, which is Orange Cat. Double click it. There's your image. Click Save. Click it one time. Insert image. And here is your image. So it's all one because we grouped it together. So see, it moves around together. But if you click ungroup, your layers will move freely. So that is how you will create an image SVG from a black and white image on Google with SCAL5. Now, I do have to say, sometimes it isn't that easy and you have to do a little extra steps, but it is pretty easy once you know how to use SCAL5. There's so much you can do with it. This is a paid program. I think normally it runs close to $100 if I'm not mistaken. I purchased mine during Black Friday a couple years ago and paid like $25 for it. It is the best $25 I've ever spent. I create SVGs, whether it's just text, images, what have you, and I sell those online. I also sell them to friends that use Design Space, and I made back my $25 within maybe 2 weeks time. So it's definitely worth it. I would even recommend paying the full price for it just because it makes things so much easier. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. My email address is ramirezDeb@gmail.com.